Howdy campers, camper van guy again. Today we're gonna do a comparison video. I've been telling everybody that I've been promising everybody that I would do a comparison between the Travato that I have and the Hymer that I have. So it seemed like a good day to do it. We're in Yucca Valley, about maybe 3 or 4 miles north of 62 freeway. And it seemed like a good place to show everybody everything and just walk you through a comparison between the two. Now, to let you know, this is a 2015 Winnebago Travato 59G, and this is a 2017 Hymer Aktiv. And as you know, I have both of them in my rental fleet. Holy Hymer! I gotta make some breakfast, so I'm gonna do that and try and walk you through some of the differences between the two vans. You know, I think that everybody knows that this is it's not really a super even comparison, because the Travato is a 2015. I've had it a couple years and it's worked great. And the Hymer is 2017, although both of them can accommodate a family of 4. The Travato works a little bit better for a family of 4 on the model 59G because it has a bed in the front and the back. The Hymer Aktiv also has a bed in the back and one in the front, but the one in the front on the Hymer, it's a little difficult to transport and to set up. So the Travato wins in that category. But you can kind of see from both of them, they're both about the same. They're both on a Dodge ProMaster chassis, which is a great chassis. It doesn't do so good in deep sand, which we found out last night.
Ah.
All right, there's Kojak buried to the axle, but that's a whole other issue. The Travato is probably better for a young family because it will easily sleep 2 kids and 2 adults. The Hymer is good if your kids are real little, or just for a couple, because of the small bed. Also with the Travato, it has just the interior is more kind of plastic laminate, vinyl floor. So I always say that you can kind of wash it out with a hose. Where the Hymer, it's got like fabric headliner and just some nicer touches to it.
Soft Corinthian leather.
But on both of these vans, you've got awnings on both of them, air conditioning. It's just more a matter of preference for the interior if you're looking to buy one. For renting, like I said, this is your one to take out and go out and get dirty, have a good time. This one is for sipping wine on the beach somewhere. So on the Travato, you have an electrical system that you have a generator and you have plug-in power. You've got 12-volt battery, so and solar. So you have basically everything you need to stay out for a weekend or a little bit longer. It's different. Both of the Class B vans are kind of different than the Class A or C, where you're not wanting to be hooked into power typically. Like, since I've had both of these, and every time I've been camping, I've never plugged in. I plug in occasionally when they're back at our yard, just to make sure things are working with the electrical system. But when I'm out traveling myself, I don't plug in. I've got enough juice on both of them. The Travato, again, with the generator and the solar. The Hymer Aktiv, it has 250 watts of solar, and instead of a generator, it has what's called what Hymer calls an under-hood generator. It's actually just a second alternator, but it runs off of the van engine, and it produces electricity to run the air conditioner when you're driving, or when you're parked. You just leave the engine running. And so instead of running the generator, which is loud and obnoxious, like on this thing, it's pretty loud and obnoxious. This thing is super quiet because it's just using the van engine. So that's, I would say, a plus on this one is that it's pretty stealthy. If you're out and about, you can run the air conditioner, it's quiet. This one's a little bit louder, but you do have the generator for different things. Some of the other things a little bit different on both of them is the plumbing system, where this one is geared up, the Winnebago is geared up like a traditional RV in the fact that it has a black tank and a gray tank. So the black tank is 15 gallons, the gray tank is 15 gallons. Black tank is for your toilet, the gray tank is for your sinks and showers. And they have to be emptied at a regular, like a rest stop or a place that has a dump facility. So at a campground, that sort of thing. And like I said, since I don't go to really campgrounds too much. Tonight we're gonna go to one, but like here, there's no place to dump, and so you're left having to find a dump station. Where on the Hymer, what I think is fantastic, it has a cassette toilet. Now a lot of people, they rip on the cassette toilet a little bit, saying that it's disgusting, it's nasty. I've got 2 kids, I've changed diapers kind of when they were younger, so I'm used to it, I guess. But the cassette toilet's not that bad, and what it allows you, it holds 5 gallons of waste, and it allows you to dump it at any toilet, at a pit toilet, you can do it at home. I know a lot of people say, oh, I would never do it at my house or at a friend's house or anything, but it gives you that option. You don't have to hunt for a dump station. So again, that's another plus, I think, with the Hymer. I'm hoping that Winnebago in the future does it, and I know Winnebago has a 4x4 model that they've been talking about doing. They said that they were going to use a cassette toilet, no air conditioning, and that sort of thing. Both of these do have air conditioning, and they work good, but they are loud. Let's check on the bacon. On the Travato, it has a 30-gallon or 25-gallon freshwater tank. The Hymer has, I think, 30 gallons, but they're both on the outside. And one of the problems on the Class Bs, just because of their size, they can't really fit a lot of the stuff inside. The Travato, they put the tank inside, which is nice, but all of the lines on my model, anyway, the 2015, the lines are on the outside. So if you're in cold weather, they can freeze. The same thing with on the Hymer, all your water lines can freeze. So if you're camping in the winter, you need to kind of drain the system and then just run on antifreeze, put antifreeze in the systems. It's called winterizing, and so that's what you have to do when you're camping in the winter. Again, here in California, if you want to come to Joshua Tree in the winter, you come to the deserts, you're not going to have any issue because it's not going to be freezing. And if you stay on the coast, you're going to be in good shape. It's just the mountains. And I've taken them to the mountains. I've taken both of them to the mountains, and they both work great. Front wheel drive on both of them. So again, mechanically, they both work really well. 2017 and a half, they started putting the water lines on the inside, so that's better. And also on the 2016, they went with the Truma Combi hot water and heat system, which is the same thing that this has. So the newer models are both the same for the heat and hot water. This one, however, has it's just a propane heater, and the hot water heater is electric. So you have to run the generator for hot water. So that's a little bit of a bummer on this one, but it doesn't affect me too much. I don't use the hot water. I don't even use the showers in here. Normally when I'm camping, I'm gone for a couple days, and I can make it back to my house, or I'll shower at a friend's or at a campsite or something. So some of the other things on the two, they both have stereos that will hook up with your iPhone or Android device. This one has Apple CarPlay. Hey Siri. This one has a Uconnect, a radio with Sirius satellite radio. It's got navigation. I always tell people to use their phone though because it works better. They both will hook up to your phones via Bluetooth or USB. This one's kind of nice because it's got 5 speakers throughout, and it just has one stereo system. So you have one stereo system that operates everything. And on this one, the Travato, you have 2 separate stereo systems. So it's not as elegant.
I know my own needs. And what I need from an automobile, I know I get from this new.
On the Travato, the awning on this one is a Fiamma. I've swapped out, I've got 2 of the Travatos. I swapped out one of the awnings. This one is still electric. My other one I switched to mechanical. I like the mechanical better. There's too many issues with the electrical. The motors have burnt out and whatnot. But they both work pretty similarly. Similarly. You push the button on this one. Like I said, this one is electric, so you just push the button, it goes out. Same with this one. You push the button, it goes out, and then you have to attach the two legs. Those are the two awnings. The Travato, one thing, back to the stereo, we do have outdoor speakers on this one. You just have to make sure you don't upset your neighbors. Both on Dodge ProMaster chassis, same engine, it's 6-cylinder. It'll get you anywhere from 14 to 20 miles per gallon. Front wheel drive. I keep chains with both of them just in case you get in snow or ice, but honestly, I've taken this one up into Utah several times and have been on 16% grade roads and have never had a problem. It might be just because I'm a good driver. They both have steps that come in and out. They both have propane. The propane is used on this one. Propane is used for the cooking, for the refrigerator, and for the heat. And this one is for the hot water, the cooking, and the heat. So they both use propane. They both have solar, all that good stuff. Neither of them are 4-wheel drive, which it would be nice if they were. We could have used that. But as you can see, they got us into this spot, and we're on this road here that I don't think anybody's driven on in, I don't know, weeks. One of the things that I tell people when I get a lot of people, since I have both the Aktiv and the Travato, a lot of people ask me which I prefer, which van that I like better. And it's hard to say. I tell people that this is like my Buick and this is like my Volvo, but I don't have a Buick or a Volvo. But that's my comparison. Bacon's just about done. I'm gonna throw maybe some eggs in here, and then I think we're gonna be doing pretty good.
All you do is heat and eat.
Eggs don't run out.
The incredible edible egg.
One of the things, difference between the two is the Hymer comes with a 6-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. They say they'll fix anything. I've had a couple problems, but I tend to just fix them myself. A couple of screws that come out, and but nothing real major. There are other people that have the Hymer Aktiv that have a lot more advanced. They've got more advanced electronics in them. They have what's called a volt start. So, because it has the underhood generator, what some people have, they have what is called the volt start. And what the volt start does is when your battery starts to run low, your engine will turn on all by itself and then recharge the batteries. So it's kind of a neat option for me. It doesn't, I don't think that I need it. I haven't needed it yet, to my knowledge. Like I said, I've just got the 250 watts of solar with the underhood generator. If the battery gets low, I just move to where there's more sun, or I start the engine. So the other thing that on some of the Hymers that they have, it's they call them EcoTrex, and it's two lithium battery pack system. So they're supposed to run for days. You can power the air conditioner for 4 or 5 hours just on the battery. So I better get these eggs going because that bacon is cooking. Look at that flame coming out of the bottom. Oh yeah. Something on the, a couple of the nice features on the Aktiv. It's got a window system in there. All the windows, they open up. They're double insulated windows, and they're awning windows. So they flip up like this, and they're really quiet, and they allow you, if it's raining out, you can open them up and not get wet on the inside. And it also has a function where you can open them up just a crack, and air can still get in, but you're still secure. On the Winnebago, it just has the big kind of open ones. You know, you can open them up. They got screens on them. But there's a little bit more wind noise, and if it's raining, you can't really open them up without letting water in. So it's a little bit of a benefit. I see a benefit on this one. The other thing that this one has, that the Aktiv has, is a skylight, and the skylight's really nice because it lets a lot of light into the space. But most of the time when we're camping, the doors are kind of open, basically like you see over here. Doors are open most of the time. There are screens on both of them to keep bugs out. They're a little problematic. They're very fragile, so you have to be really cautious on both of them how you operate. This one works a little bit better, but they both keep bugs out. All right, I gotta get back to my eggs here. We're cooking on some Russian or Chinese made wood log. I don't know what you call it, but it's kind of ingenious. You just light it up and it's got like this lights from the inside. Works really well. Quite happy with it. To sum up on these, you know, they're both fantastic vans. I enjoy driving both of them. They both drive great. Even this one, I've got 60,000 miles on it, and I drove that one here, and my friend drove this one. I still love how this one drives, and I'm sleeping in that one. This one, the Travato, the rear bed is actually a little bit longer, where on this one you sleep side to side. So 6'1" and under, you're going to be fine in this one, but more than that, and you're going to need to be like in a Travato because of just the way the sleeping is arranged. But aside from the sleeping, they're both fantastic vans. And again, you know, it allows you to, I mean, look at this. We got bacon and egg sandwiches in the middle of the desert. It's like, it looks like Planet of the Apes around here. So you can't really go wrong with either of them. You need to, if you're looking to buy one, go and look at both of them and don't, you know, don't make a quick decision on it. Just look at all the options on them. Again, if you're more into, you want to just go out for the day, couple days, and you like a little bit nicer things, I would say that one. If you're more rough and tumble like me, you know, maybe this one. So it's nice that I'm able to rent out both of them and I can switch between them. So that's what I really like. But if you're going to buy one, you know, take a look at both of them. They both offer great design and great function. So check them out. And I'll show you here. We've got two wonderful sandwiches right here. Yeah, I think these are for the camera guy.
Here, do it from over here, and just do it, like, can you zoom and can you zoom out, okay, on that one or not? Because you'll see my feet, right? And you'll see my feet, and you'll see this coming in, and it's looking like somebody's taking a piss, right, on it? And then you zoom out, and I'll say, camper van guy here, only you can prevent a forest fire.
Camper van guy here. Remember, only you can prevent a forest fire.